Last night, I found a phone in the rain. I thought it was just a lost phone, but after one strange call, everything changed forever. Hello, friends. Welcome to another slow and simple English story with subtitles for beginners to learn English easily. Today's story is funny, mysterious, and a little emotional too. So relax, listen carefully, and enjoy the story. And don't forget to repeat the sentences to improve your English speaking and listening skills. Let's begin. It was a cold and rainy evening. The sky was dark. Cars moved slowly on the wet road. People were running with umbrellas. And me? I was standing outside a small grocery store, eating spicy chips and regretting all my life decisions. Because the chips were too spicy. Why did I buy these? I said. My mouth was on fire. I quickly bought a bottle of water, but when I checked my pocket, I froze. My wallet, it was gone. I checked every pocket again. Nothing. No. The shopkeeper looked at me. Problem, he asked. Yes, I said sadly. My wallet disappeared, and now I only have spicy chips. The shopkeeper laughed loudly. Bad day, huh? Very bad, I replied. I walked slowly in the rain. My shoes made funny sounds. Cheep, chop, cheep, chop. Honestly, I looked like a sad wet duck. Then suddenly, I saw something near the road. A phone. A black phone lying in the rain. I looked around. Nobody was there. Cars passed by. Rain continued falling. I picked up the phone carefully. The screen was still on. Wow, I whispered. This phone is stronger than my emotions. Suddenly, the phone rang. I jumped. Ah! A man riding a bicycle looked at me strangely. I smiled awkwardly. Everything is fine, I said. But inside, nothing was fine. The phone kept ringing. Unknown number. I stared at it. Should I answer? My brain said no, but curiosity said yes. So, I answered. Hello. Silence. Only rain sounds. Then a quiet voice spoke. Don't go home tonight. I stopped walking. What? Listen carefully, the voice said. Someone is waiting near your apartment. My heart started beating fast. Who are you? I asked. But the call ended. I stood there in complete shock. Then suddenly, a dog barked loudly behind me. I screamed again. The dog looked more scared than me. Sorry, I told the dog. I started walking faster. Maybe it was just a prank call. Maybe someone was making a joke. But something felt strange. Very strange. A few minutes later, the phone buzzed again. This time, there was a message. Go to Green Cafe. Table number 7. "What is happening?" I whispered. Honestly, part of me wanted to throw the phone into the river, but another part of me wanted answers. And curiosity is dangerous sometimes. So I went to Green Cafe. The cafe was warm and cozy. Soft music played quietly. People were drinking coffee and laughing. Everything looked normal. Too normal. I slowly walked to table number 7. Nobody was there. Only a small paper note. My hands shook as I opened it. It said, "Trust nobody." I looked around immediately. An old man drank tea quietly. 2 girls took selfies. A waiter dropped a spoon dramatically. Clang! I nearly died from fear. The waiter looked embarrassed. "Sorry," he said. I touched my chest. "My soul almost left my body," I replied. Then suddenly, someone sat across from me. A young woman wearing a yellow hoodie. She looked nervous. "You found the phone," she whispered. I nodded slowly. "Yes." She looked around carefully. Then she leaned closer. "You are in danger now." I almost choked on air. "Excuse me," she sighed. "That phone belongs to my brother." "Okay. He disappeared 3 days ago." I became quiet. "He sent me messages before disappearing," she continued. "He said some dangerous people were following him." The cafe suddenly felt colder. I swallowed nervously. "So, why is this happening to me?" I asked. "Because they think you know where he is." "What?" "I don't even know where my socks are most mornings." For the first time, she smiled a little. "My name is Emma," she said. "I'm Ryan," I replied. She looked serious again. "Ryan, did anyone follow you here?" I thought carefully. Then I remembered something. A tall man wearing a black jacket. I saw him near the grocery store. And again near the cafe. Oh no! Emma noticed my face. "You saw someone, didn't you?" Before I could answer, the cafe door opened. A tall man entered. Black jacket. Cold eyes. My stomach dropped. Emma whispered quickly, "Don't look at him." Too late. We both already looked. The man started walking toward us. My brain stopped working. "Act natural," Emma whispered. "How?" I whispered back. I already looked suspicious when ordering pizza. The man came closer, closer, closer. Then suddenly, he walked past us, straight to the bathroom. Emma exhaled deeply. I almost cried from relief. "We need to leave," she said. Fast. We ran out the back door into the rainy street. The city lights reflected on the wet road. My shoes still made stupid sounds. Chip, chop, chip, chop. "This is not the time for noisy shoes," I complained. Emma laughed for the first time. Even during danger, her laugh sounded peaceful. We stopped near a small bus station. "So what now?" I asked. Emma looked at the phone. "There's one last message from my brother." She opened it slowly. The message said, "If anything happens to me, the truth is inside locker 218. We looked at each other. "Train station," Emma whispered. Of course. Every dangerous story somehow ends at a train station. We quickly took a taxi. The driver talked nonstop. "Crazy weather today. My cat hates rain. Do you like cricket? My cousin sells mangoes." Meanwhile, I was fighting for my life emotionally. Finally, we reached the station. Locker 218 stood quietly near the wall. Emma entered a code. Click. The locker opened. Inside was a small flash drive and a photo. Emma gasped. It was a picture of her brother, standing beside the tall man in the black jacket. "What does this mean?" I asked. Before she answered, a voice came from behind us. "It means you should not trust appearances." We turned around. It was the tall man, but this time he looked calm, not dangerous. Emma stepped back nervously. "Where is my brother?" she asked. The man sighed. "He's safe." What? He was trying to expose some criminals stealing money online, the man explained. I was protecting him. Everything became silent. My brain loaded slowly, like old internet. "So," I said carefully, "you're not the villain?" "No." "And I ran through the rain for nothing?" The man looked confused. Emma suddenly started laughing. Then I laughed too. Honestly, the whole situation felt ridiculous now. The man smiled slightly. "Your brother asked me to keep both of you safe." Emma's eyes filled with tears. "He's really okay?" The man nodded. "Yes." A few moments later, Emma's brother arrived at the station. She hugged him tightly. And me? I stood there awkwardly holding spicy chips, still unfinished. Emma's brother looked at me. "You helped my sister. Thank you." I smiled. Well, technically the rain helped first. Everybody laughed. For the first time that night, everything finally felt okay. 1 week later, Emma called me. "Want to get coffee?" she asked. "Only if there are no mysterious phones this time," I replied. She laughed. "No promises." And honestly, that was the beginning of a very strange friendship. All because of one phone, found in the rain. Thank you for listening to this slow and simple English story. I hope you enjoyed it and learned some new English words and sentences. If you like this story, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And tell me in the comments, what would you do If you found a mysterious phone in the rain, see you in the next story. Bye, friends.